In the modern world, money is treated like a machine. Numbers go up, numbers go down, markets react, economies grow. But nearly 1,000 years ago, one scholar looked at money and asked a completely different question. Not how it works, but whether it's being used the right way. His name was Abu Hamid Al-Ghazali, and long before modern economics existed, he argued something that still feels uncomfortable today. Money isn't just a tool of trade, it's a moral test. Al-Ghazali lived in the 11th century, during the height of the Islamic Golden Age. Cities like Baghdad were buzzing with merchants, scholars, and traders moving goods across continents. Gold and silver coins flowed through markets from Spain to India. Trade was expanding rapidly, wealth was growing. But Al-Ghazali noticed something troubling beneath the surface. People were beginning to treat money not as a medium, but as the goal itself. To him, that was a dangerous misunderstanding. He described money as something artificial, a neutral tool created simply to make exchange easier. Gold and silver had value not because they were magical metals, but because society agreed to use them as a measuring stick for goods. In other words, money wasn't supposed to be the destination, it was supposed to be the bridge. And when people started chasing money for its own sake, Al-Ghazali believed the system became distorted. He even warned about practices that sound strangely familiar today: hoarding wealth instead of circulating it, using money to generate money without real economic activity, turning trade into speculation. To him, these behaviors broke the natural role of money. Because if money stops moving through real exchange, buying goods, supporting work, enabling trade, it stops serving society. It becomes a symbol people chase rather than a tool people use. That idea may sound philosophical, but it carries serious economic consequences. When money becomes the objective rather than the instrument, economies can drift toward speculation, bubbles, and inequality. Centuries later, modern financial systems wrestle with exactly these issues. Markets where assets rise not because of productivity, but because more money is chasing the same assets. Investors profiting from complex financial engineering while the real economy struggles to keep pace. The irony is hard to miss. A scholar writing nearly 1,000 years ago warned about the same tensions economists debate today. Not with equations or financial models, but with a simple observation about human behavior. Money itself is not the problem. The way people pursue it might be. And that leaves a question that feels increasingly relevant in modern finance. If money was meant to be a tool for exchange, what happens when an entire economic system begins treating it as the ultimate goal?